start our program now, and I'm going to start by welcoming our CEO of the Community Foundation, Susan True.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. We have lots of seats up here, so please feel free to jump up. We also have translation equipment. If anyone needs it, in the back.
Okay. Are you on this volume?
Raise your hand. If you're new to the Community Foundation, we do have bathrooms inside. There's good signage. We'll have time after for more selfies in the selfie booth and tacos and ice cream. So I hope you just enjoy yourself. We're really, really proud of this group's accomplishments and so excited to celebrate these scholarships. How many of you have never been to the Community Foundation before? Great. Welcome for your first time. What we do here is we bring together people, ideas, resources, and we just try to accomplish great things. And one of those great things is supporting our students and investing in their futures. We have many donors to funds here at the Community Foundation of people who are just committed to making sure that every student has a shot at a great higher education or experience in a trade school. We're thankful for all of those community members. Some of them you will meet tonight. But I wanted to share one quote I really like from one of the donors to our Santa Cruz County Scholarship Endowment. Angela Circus is a donor here, and she says, "If my contribution can make higher education possible for just one student, I will be happy. I would like to think of myself as a bonus grandparent for someone. My own grandkids have had good luck in their lives and can enjoy college without financial stress. Why not pay it forward?" And we've been getting to do this work for a long time, and we always ask students kind of how they're doing and just to check back in with us after about a year. And we have Jaime Lopez with us tonight, and when he checked back in with us, he's a 2025 recipient of the Richard and Teresa Crocker Scholarship. And he's a Cabrillo College student studying construction. He's going to graduate in January. And he said, "I have never bought a lottery ticket in my life, but this scholarship truly feels like winning the lottery. It has given my family hope and changed our lives in ways we will never forget. Thank you for believing in students like me and for making a real difference in our futures." We're so glad you're all here, and we do believe in all of your futures, and we're so excited about all you'll accomplish. Over to Kevin.
Thanks, everyone. And again, welcome to the first ever Moving On Up student celebration here at the Community Foundation. We're so glad you're here with us. Our vision is for a Santa Cruz County where all can thrive. And we still believe that education is a very credible pathway to a good job with family-sustaining wages. And there's a lot of people that agree with us on that, and some amazing donors that have made scholarships possible here. We've been doing scholarships for about 30 years, and we've had some big milestones recently. We're awarding our 600th student with a scholarship this year. We're very excited about that. And it's actually over $3 million that have been invested in students' dreams at this point, which is just incredible. We're really proud that 3/4 of all the scholarship funds this year will go as 4-year awards. We love getting kids both to college and through college, and those 4-year awards can be extra helpful in that respect. And it's the first year that our scholarship endowment, this is a fund that we started a few years ago that any donor from the community can make any size gift to this fund, and it yields scholarships. This is the first year that it's yielded not 1, not 2, but 3 4-year awards from multiple donors, lots of people from around the county contributing what they could to help make that possible. We're also proud that this year 84% of the dollars are going to students who are the first generation in their families, breaking barriers to get into higher education. We're really, really proud of that. And our program, it rewards high-performing students in the classroom, but also in the community. We love the flexibility we have to shine a spotlight on students who might not get any other scholarships. In our program, we know that your transcript and your grades might not tell the whole story about what you have to offer this community. You might have never taken the SAT, but you scored extra shifts at your work so that you could get that first car and get a better paying job. You might have got a B in health class, but you provided expert care for your abuela every day. You might not have taken honors physics class, but you're super mechanical, you know how to fix anything, and you've got a good apprenticeship with good wages in your future. Your transcripts might show more change of addresses than it does AP classes. But if you've got a dream for your next steps for your education, but not necessarily a way to pay for it, we're interested. And to all the students, we say, we see you, we love the dreams that you have, we love connecting you to people who want to support those dreams with us. And we work with donors to close that gap, that tuition gap, but also the gap that you might have thinking about your own confidence and your own worthiness of getting a scholarship and succeeding in higher ed. And we want to make sure you hear that we believe you will succeed. And for us at the Community Foundation, it comes back to place. And we want to be a place where the community takes care of students with those dreams. We want to be a place where we get to choose who's being lifted up and celebrated and extend that to more people. We want to be a place where we can work together towards a greater good and create resources that didn't used to be there. So to the students, I just want to say, remember this moment, take a look at this crowd. There may be times ahead where you're unsure, you're struggling a little bit at school, and know that this community really does have your back. And there are people here rooting for you, rooting for your success, that believe in your ability to succeed both in school and what comes after. And when you get to the other side and you're off in the workforce, doing good things, stay connected to us, come back, come hand out scholarships in a future year to the next generation along with us. We're excited to welcome back a number of scholars who won awards in prior years, so raise your hand if you're part of a prior class of awardees. We know a bunch of you are out there. It's great to see those. And now let's get to the fun part, giving the money away. So our first presenter is our current board president. He's also the president of the Santa Cruz Warriors and really a true cheerleader for everything good in this community and bringing people together. He's a proud Lemoyne University graduate. Who knew there were dolphins native to central New York? Go Dolphins. That was new to me. Super happy to have him. Come on up here, Chris Murphy.
All right, good evening, everyone. As you heard, I'm the sports guy, so I'm going to just pause for a second and say for all of you that are standing in the back, we've got some front row tickets, like courtside seats, right up here if anybody wants to come closer. But thank you, everyone, for having me here tonight. I'm really proud to serve as the board president for your community foundation in Santa Cruz County. It's especially meaningful to be here tonight to celebrate all of you and all of you. I know how much support it takes to get them to where they are today, and I'm excited to be able to honor them. I'm honored to announce the awardees of the Barbara Thompson Scholarship, which is named in honor of the late teacher and principal, Barbara Thompson. This award goes to students who have not only done a great job in the classroom, but also taken on additional responsibilities with family care, volunteerism, community involvement, employment, sports, so on and so forth. Each one of these awardees shined in those roles, and we're excited to be able to give them 4-year gifts this year. I'll ask you to hold your applause till the end. And while I have your attention, I will also say awardees, after you come up and accept your award, we'd invite you to go this way off to my right. There's a photo station right there that we'd love to be able to take your photos. Families, there'll be an opportunity to take photos with your awardees at the end of the entire ceremony, but we'd like to grab the awardees right away as well. So please hold your applause till the end, but please join me in welcoming to the stage Sarah Cobos, Leslie Vega, and Nayeli Nunez. Congratulations on your scholarship and good luck.
All right, thanks, Chris. So our next presenter, I want to welcome up our scholarship committee member, Lisa Frazier. She's also been a board member of ours, a longtime educator and Loma Prieta School Superintendent. Come on up, Lisa Frazier.
Thank you. I have the benefit of presenting the Bert and Carolyn Post Scholarship this evening. Both people I've known my entire career, and I've always known them to be very dedicated educators, committed to the higher purposes of education, so thank you. We approach these decisions with care and thoughtfulness, knowing that behind every recommendation is a real student, balancing school, family, work, and big hopes for what comes next. I've seen how much it matters when students feel supported by their community. The Post Scholarship will have a legacy of supporting students who want to give back to Santa Cruz County through education. This year's Post Scholars, Valeria and Isabella, whom I'll introduce to you in just a moment, both spoke about their commitment to becoming public school teachers, which is the intent of this scholarship. Valeria shared her desire to return to her community as an educator who leads with patience and creates a classroom where students feel comfortable asking for help. Isabella shared her goal of teaching in the same school she attended growing up, hoping to give back to the next generation in a place that shaped her. It's my honor to invite Valeria Marquez and Isabella Tiscareno up to receive their awards. Congratulations. I'm sure we'll be proud to welcome you back as teachers in 4 short years. Congratulations.
All right, our next award is the Laura Segura Scholarship. So Laura Segura spent her life fighting for the dignity and opportunity of others, especially young people navigating juvenile justice and the foster care systems. Many of you may remember her from time at Monarch Services. She worked with her daughters to make sure students who are too often overlooked would be met with trust and care. She believed deeply that education is a right, not a privilege, and that belief lives on through this fund. To help announce this year's recipients, it's an honor to welcome Donnie Veal, an education advocate whose own journey from incarceration to higher education has helped build pathways for students across our county, including through the Cabrillo College's Rising Scholars Program. Come on up, Donnie.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the scholarship opportunity. You know, this money goes a long way in improving our communities by improving the people that are in our communities. So thank you very much. As a Rising Scholars Program Coordinator, I was happy to be asked to present this award, and it's especially meaningful since I've been able to watch both of these awardees on their journeys to this moment. Brianna Fernandez has shown incredible determination and leadership. She has stepped into a peer support role while balancing school and single parenting with discipline and purpose. Gloria Armenta brings the kind of curiosity and compassion that lifts everyone around her. A natural leader who consistently shows up for others while holding herself to a high standard. Congratulations, Brianna and Gloria. Come get your awards.
All right, next up we have our Isabel Fowler Sewell Scholarship, and I'm pleased to bring up Penny Rich and Cynthia. Come on up here, you two. So Penny started this scholarship about almost half a decade ago in honor of her mom, and we've already seen so many awardees, mostly from Pajaro Valley High School, come through this program. It's been an amazing scholarship for that school and others, and it's a tribute to Penny and her instincts. So will you come on up here and talk about it?
Cynthia, who is here, local. Cynthia was our first recipient of the award that I started in homage of my mother, who believed that education was a privilege, and she helped educate me when I went back to college when I was 48. And I had been married when I was 18, had 3 kids at 23, and I never finished college. So she suggested I go back to school and get my degree, And I did, and at 51, I then got my master's at Stanford in Latin American Studies and have taught ESL ever since. So I feel very happy to be able to extend the privileges that she gave me and her 7 grandchildren to other students. And I'm particularly proud to have Cynthia Lopez here, who has graduating soon from UCSC with a degree, debt-free, and will go on to be a social worker and at San Jose State. So she will introduce the recipients.
Hi everyone, I'm so excited to be here tonight, especially to see Penny as well. I'm not graduating next month, debt-free. I have had the chance to reflect on my 4 years here at UCSC. I'm currently a member of the Build and Belonging Fellowship at UCSC. I have conducted field interviews in Honduras and worked with the Early Academic Outreach Program at Pajaro Valley High School. I'm excited for my future here in Santa Cruz County as a social worker, and I'm so grateful for the Isabel Fowler Sewell Scholarship and the support it will give to this year's students. Please join me in welcoming Ángel Jiménez Rincón, Eric Michi Rojas, Israel Camacho Santos, Jocelyn Aguilera, Lourdes Lopez Diaz, and Suleima Mesa Castañeda to receive the awards. Congratulations.
All right, thank you, Penny and Cynthia. All right, next up we have the Beal Scholarship. So Ralph Boots Beal moved to Santa Cruz with his family over 100 years ago. He was forced to drop out of Santa Cruz High to work full-time to help his struggling family. He went on to have a successful career, but he never earned a diploma. After he died in 1984, Boots' family was able to work with the Community Foundation to make his charitable dream a reality. The fund has now awarded over $100,000 in scholarships to 37 students. Now we get to see his legacy come to fruition. So I'm excited to have connected with one of those 37 Santa Cruzans, Collie Campbell, and I want to invite her up here to talk about this scholarship. So come on up here, Collie. She is a math teacher at Santa Cruz High, a former Beal winner, and we're going to talk about this year's awardee.
Hello. It's always fun to talk to people in person. Feels so much different than teaching math. I actually get nervous talking about me compared to teaching math. I'm proud to have been a recipient of the Beal Scholarship from the Community Foundation in 1998, which was forever ago. This scholarship enabled me to graduate debt-free from UC Davis with my degree in chemical engineering. After working for 10 years as a research and development engineer at Hewlett-Packard and later Abbott Vascular, I returned home to Santa Cruz, where I went back to graduate school in 2015. Today, there's no place I would rather be than teaching mathematics at Santa Cruz High. It's my alma mater. I first met this year's Beal Scholar, Eric Martinez, during the fall of his junior year in pre-calculus, and he continued on with me in the spring in Introduction to Calculus. While Eric has an impressive ability to tackle challenging math tasks, it's truly Eric's humanity that distinguishes him, as well as his unwavering dedication to anything that he does. He's genuinely one of the kindest, most respectful students I've ever met, both towards his peers and his teachers. He's the student that every educator hopes for in a collaborative learning environment. He's curious, he's determined, and he's incredibly helpful. His positive attitude and focus make him a natural leader in any team. I'm so proud of Eric. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here because as evidence of his strong work ethic, I understand that he has to work tonight for his mom because she's not feeling well. which is very Eric. But at the same time, he always gets his stuff done, which is amazing. So I think Kevin's going to speak.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to Kali for helping us honor Eric, even though he couldn't be here. We'll get to his awards night and make sure he gets some celebration there at Santa Cruz High next week. So thank you, Kali. All right, I'd like to call up another Community Foundation trustee, and Dane Skurich. So Dane's going to come join us to present the Seminovich Agricultural Scholarship, a fund that's been with us here at the Community Foundation for 28 years. And come on up, Dane, and tell us about the Seminovich Scholarship.
Hi, this scholarship was started in honor of my great uncle Jasper Simonovich, who many knew as Sonny. To give a little bit of glimpse into what Sonny was about, he passed away several decades ago, but he was my grandmother's brother, and he was fun. Sonny loved life, he loved his community, he loved agriculture, and he loved a good party. So much so that he threw a wake for himself before he passed away. And all of Watsonville came, and it was a hoot. Is that even who's that? Anyways, he was a very special man, and I miss him dearly. We all do. So it feels pretty special to see his legacy right here with the foundation in the Simonovich Family Agricultural Scholarship. In a small but meaningful way, being nominated to the foundation's board feels like continuing a story that started long before me. This year's Simonovich Scholar has dedicated herself to agricultural education and advancement, and so I am pleased that we'll be supporting her as she heads off to Cal State Monterey Bay. I'm proud to present this award to Crystal Martinez. Congratulations, Crystal.
All right, next up we've got our Hank Garcia Jr. and Family Scholarship. This is one of our more recent funds. It's created by Hank Garcia, who's had a profound impact on students' lives in South County. And at its inception, Hank made sure to recognize really every inch of South County's high schools. So there's a scholarship for each of the 3 public high schools in PBUSD, along with St. Francis and Monte Vista schools. We have many of the Garcia recipients in the audience today. Raise your hand if you've gotten a Garcia scholarship in the past. I know there's at least a couple out there. We'd love to see you. And to announce this year's Garcia scholarships, I want to welcome up Maida Ortiz, former winner, to present this year's winners. Come on up, Maida.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. I just wanted to share how much this scholarship has contributed to my first year at UCSC. I was able to purchase academic supplies for my first year, and it has made a significant difference for my academic success. I've always dreamed of becoming an immigration lawyer to serve my community, because growing up in Watsonville, I would witness how language barriers and limited resources affected so many families and inspired me to advocate for others. Becoming a Garcia Scholar has pushed me even closer to obtaining this. Now I will be passing the baton to this year's awardees, Alyssa Oliver, Camila Suarez, and Ricardo Martinez.
All right, thank you, Maida. So our next scholarship is the Live Like Leo Scholarship, and this is one of our newest scholarships, very special to us. We love being able to support students with dreams of studying abroad, and this fund helps do that. So I want to welcome up Dinasha Salura to help hand out this year's Live Like Leo scholarships. Welcome, Dinasha.
So much. We're so excited. This is our first year participating in this great community, and to see all of the success and students launching into the world. We're so happy to be here. I'm a founder of the Live Like Leo Foundation, and we founded it in memory of my son Leo. Leo had a deep connection to the world around him, to people from various backgrounds, to living and exploring foreign countries, and to doing sport in nature, connecting with something bigger than him. Whether it was surfing in Bali or skiing in Japan, he was most at peace when he was connected to something bigger than himself, even surfing here in Aptos and in Santa Cruz. So we created this scholarship to honor his spirit and to support students who want to study abroad, experience the world beyond their own borders, and grow their own perspectives. And we've seen a lot of our students come back to be leaders in their community and contributors to their community. So tonight, we're honored to recognize 2 students who share the same openness to the world and desire to learn from it. And it means so much to support their journeys and to know that Leo's story continues through them. So I'd like to take this honor to introduce this year's inaugural recipients of the Live Like Leo Scholarship, Karen Sanchez and Liana Alexander.
All right, next up we've got our Richard and Teresa Crocker scholarships, and this was established out of the lived experience of Richard Crocker, who knows firsthand how hard it can be to pursue an education. This was established out of the lived experience of Richard Crocker, who knows firsthand how hard it can be to pursue an education as the first one in your family to do so while working long hours, raising children, doing everything you can to keep moving forward. Richard worked overnight shifts, he commuted to school, he carried a lot of responsibility while earning his degree. And that journey shaped an appreciation for hardworking students who are doing the same thing today. So the Crocker Scholarship supports local students pursuing trades, hoping to inspire the next generation of the county's workforce. And to present this year's Crocker Scholarships, I'm honored to welcome our 2024 awardee, Jaime Lopez. Come on up, Jaime. And Andrew.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jaime, here with my son, Andrew. I'm currently a student at Cabrillo College, hoping to graduate in 2027 of January. Receiving the Richard and Teresa Scholarship was a turning point for my family and I. It was incredible to receive that scholarship and all the support behind it. I first pictured my path to becoming a construction manager when I was 17, working on the roof for my uncle's business. Those days taught me the importance of leadership and organization. It lifted a huge weight off of my family's shoulders. It gave us breathing room, and it reminded us of someone other than my family believing in me, supporting me, and just altogether just leading me on. It is my honor to introduce this year's Richard and Teresa Crocker Scholarship awardees. Alvin Vargas, Johan Celorio Lopez, Lisbeth Gonzalez Barrera, and Cyrus Garcia. Congratulations.
All right, next up we've got our John Turner Scholarship, and our next presenter is Maria Isabel LeBlanc, an artist and educator whose work was just featured this past January in our Rydell Fellowship exhibit at the Museum of Art and History. After years of driving past the artichoke fields of North Monterey County, Maria Isabel stopped one day and began photographing them, and eventually the people who worked them too. And that curiosity grew into a powerful photography project called De La Luz. And it was a way for her to feel closer to families and students that she had taught at Elkhorn Elementary. She's here tonight to introduce one of her former students, an up-and-coming photographer himself. But Maria's here to give away our John Turner Scholarship to an outstanding senior from Watsonville High. So come on up, Maria Isabel.
Thank you, Kevin. Hello, everyone, and good evening. I am delighted to be here. When Kevin asked me if I wanted to do this. I was just so honored to be able to do this, and I can't believe that just recently I was awarded a fellowship from the Community Foundation, and now Vicente, my student since kindergarten, I was his ESL teacher in kindergarten, is now, I'm able to award him a scholarship. So this is a great honor for me. So again, it is amazing to see the different connections made through the Community Foundation's programs. And I'm excited to be here to announce a Turner Scholarship to this year's winner, Vicente Guillen Martinez. I've had the privilege of knowing Vicente since he entered my classroom, my ESL classroom 12 years ago. I can't believe it. It's such a delight to see Vicente recognized for the scholarship. He serves as a student trustee to the county's Board of Education. He founded a club at Watsonville High for mental health awareness, and he's pursuing his dream of becoming a therapist for undeserved communities. He's an advocate for others and also has a creative side. His photography, like me, and storytelling has been shown across the country, including last year's Pajaro Valley Youth Voice Project. I'm excited to recognize Vicente with this award. Congratulations, Vicente.
All right, next up we've got scholarships from our Santa Cruz County Scholarship Endowment. So this is the fund that any community member can give to in any amount. We pool those gifts together and we make 4-year scholarship awards from them. It's an important resource that supports our county. It's very broad and it's designed to benefit students of our region forever. The fund's powered by all of those collective gifts across the county. And tonight we're lucky to have Dr. Faris Sabah join us. For the past 25 years, Faris has served as a teacher, assistant principal, professor, county education leader. Throughout that work, he's committed to creating supportive learning environments, addressing inequities that impact students' ability to thrive. And we're happy to have him give out this year's Santa Cruz County Scholarship Endowment Scholars.
Good evening. Primero me gustaría dar un agradecimiento a todos los padres hispanohablantes que han venido para apoyar a sus hijos. Muchísimas gracias por todo el apoyo que han dado a sus hijos. Thanks to all the parents for all your support for your children. Thank you for being here. It's a privilege to be here with you tonight to celebrate these inspiring students. And I want to thank the Community Foundation and the generous funders who make the Santa Cruz County Endowment Scholarship possible. One of the things that stands out about the students that we are recognizing tonight is their perseverance and goals to improve their community based on their own life experiences. These students stood out in many ways, particularly with success in our county's career and technical education pathways, a way to prepare students for both college and career. CTE courses connect academics with real-world careers, helping students to gain practical skills, college credit, and industry credentials. These students took advantage to explore things like chemistry and agri-science, visual and commercial art, culinary arts, medical tech and patient care, and much more. I want to appreciate the teachers in these pathways and the employers who participate as they help give our county students a clearer, earlier sense of viable career paths. Now please join me in congratulating our next scholarship winners, Sofia Diaz Hernandez, Jimena Pimentel Sanchez, and a student who's not here tonight, Destiny Contreras Tapia. Please give them a round of applause.
All right, next up we have our Emmett and Elsie Geiser Scholarship. This is actually named for the former athletic director, longtime athletic director at Watsonville High School, Emmett Geiser. And it pays a special point to recognize student athletes throughout the Pajaro Valley. And tonight we're happy to have Jacob Martinez here with us. You may know him as the founder and CEO of the Digital Nest in Watsonville and now other communities. He's part of our Rise Together racial equity cohort and one of our foundation board members. Jacob's dedicated his career to helping bridge the digital divide and to create opportunities for young people in rural communities to access the economic and social benefits of technology. He was also a champion soccer player, I believe, and a proud UCSC banana slug. Come on up, Jacob.
Those soccer days were a long time ago. No, I'm honored to be here with you all tonight. The students we're honoring tonight have shown what it means to stay committed beyond the classroom. Several shared helping the first in their family to attend college brings both pride and pressure, and this award helps ease those pressures. What stood out to me most, and you'll see the group here, is we have everything from a cheerleader to a flag football star and varsity soccer player. Please join me in welcoming this year's Emmett and Elise Geiser Scholarship awardees on stage. From Aptos High, Eva Martinez Rodriguez, Watsonville High, Fatima Gonzalez Solis, and PV High, Scarlett Gomez.
I love the way our scholarship awards represent the many ways our communities are woven together. I was at the Watsonville Senior Center not long ago, and a young woman came up to me and said, I got the Lupita Woman of Valor Award Scholarship, and I'm going to get my master's degree in education. And it just happens that you all end up contributing so much back to our community, and this investment in you, we know, will just continue to build your lives, but all of our lives as well. We have a few more to go here. I want to introduce, well, we're going to do a bunch of them at once, so we'll keep holding our applause. These are several single awardees. And I just want to honor all of the families who have contributed to the funds over the years. We have some of you heard that families wanted a legacy starting in the early 1900s, and people are still giving to these funds today. Many community members believe in you to our students. I just want you to know that. If you're having a hard time, again, remember, we're all here to support you. First, we have our Ernest V. Cowell Scholar, Mia Isabella Ramirez. Come forward. Yeah, thank you. No, sorry about my weird hand. The Judy Anton Woman of Valor Scholar is Arizbeth Castillo. And we have a very special scholarship in honor of Judith Stobie, a longtime Watsonville educator. Just want to acknowledge that her husband Mike, who started the scholarship this year, and also that the Alianza Charter School principal, a longtime principal, Mike Jones, is also here. And so tonight we're honoring Sebastian Perez. And his father is here right next to Mike and Mike, so it's a nice combination. And Lillian Burton left us an incredible gift. She did not have any children, but she was also a lifetime educator. And she left a gift to make sure that students had four-year scholarships. And we've really encouraged donors to give more of these longer-term scholarships to support students through their whole way. So this year's Burton Scholars are Ana Torres, Lluvia Zavala, Martin Ortega, and Vanessa Avina Sanchez.
All right, we've got one more Burton Scholar, Kenya. Let's celebrate Kenya's 4-year award. Right. And our Schultz Scholarship this year is Laura Cervantes. Congrats. And we love when scholars come back and stay a part of our program. We've got 2 scholars we want to shout out before we wrap this program up. We've got Isabel Puccini, our former Garcia Scholar. Come on up, Isabel. And another 4-year award, our Giles Family Scholarship to current UC Santa Cruz Banana Slug, Maggie Machado. One more round of applause for all of us this year's scholars in the class of 2026. So thank you, everyone. We have more tacos, we have ice cream, we have a photo booth. You can take photos and take a film strip home as a memento. We've got a slideshow inside, so please visit. Feel free to mingle. Until next time, thank you.
I know. Send a few pictures. Very deserving. Very good. Gotta go far.